something. Michael Simonton writes, Kanye West is a genius. Anyone who can get people to buy a $120 plain shirt is a genius in my books. And finally, Jenny Johnson writes, I'm sorry, Kanye, but you can't name your baby Northwest when you call yourself a creative genius. Ouch! Bazinga! I like this Jenny Johnson, if that is indeed her real name. And those are the tweets of the day. And I still don't know what Kanye West said. I heard about the feud, but I haven't really kept up with it. I'm not a big fan of Jimmy Kimmel's program. I mean, I've watched it, but, I prefer Letterman. I'm sorry, I'm just stuck in my ways in that way. I'll watch Leno once in a while, but I prefer Letterman. That's where I got a lot of my inspiration to do this show. At least it's one of my primary sources. But we'll talk about that at another time. In the meantime, it's time for my favorite portion of this program, which is called the Song of the Day. And this is, thank you, phone. This is part of my tribute to my dad and to honor his memory on this difficult weekend. And this is kind of where old country meets new country. Okay? Lonesome, Ornery, and Mean. The song was originally written and produced, if I'm not mistaken, by Waylon Jennings in 1973. Well, in 2003, Travis Tritt released his version of the song on the album I've Always Been Crazy, a tribute to Waylon Jennings. Now, the original, as I said, was an album by Waylon Jennings, released by RCA Victor in 1973. It was, after Good Hearted Woman and Ladies Love Outlaws, the third in a series of albums which were to establish Jennings as one of the most prominent representatives of the country movement, reaching number 8 on the country charts, with 2 top 10 singles, You Can Have Her and Pretend I Never Happened. The first album to be co-produced by Jennings himself, it allowed the singer more artistic freedom than he had been given earlier, this being first of Jennings' outlaw country albums. Among others, the record contains a version of Chris Christopherson's classic Me and Bobby McGee, as well as Gone to Denver, a song penned in part by Johnny Cash, but never recorded by him. The liner notes to the original release were written by Chet Flippo, a contributing editor to Rolling Stone. Lonesome, Ornery, and Mean was re-released in 2003 with bonus tracks from the recording sessions and liner notes by Rich Kinzel. The title track was referenced by Jennings' own son, Shooter Jennings, in his 2006 album Electric Rodeo, and the song Little White Lines. Got myself in a little mess, got busted down around Abilene. I was going way too fast, feeling lonesome, ornery, and mean. And now, in tribute to Waylon Jennings and to my father. This is, after all, Waylon Jennings was one of my dad's favorite musicians because Waylon Jennings liked to blaze his own trail, and my dad liked to do things his own way too. And hence, here I am. And now, without further delay, here is Travis Tritt's rendition of Lonesome, Ornery, and Mean, which pays tribute to Waylon Jennings, and sounds very much like the original, but only the way Travis Tritt can do it. And now, without further babbling, today's Song of the Day, Travis Tritt, Lonesome, Ornery, and Mean.
On a Greyhound bus, Lord, I'm traveling this morning. I'm going to Shreveport and down to New Orleans. Been traveling these highways, I've been doing things my way. It's been making me lonesome, ornery and mean. Now her hair was jet black and her name was Coldeen. Thought she was a cream of the Blazing Street Queens. She got tired of that smoky white dream, began to feel lonesome, ornery and mean. Yeah. together, and we cashed in our sweets. Gave them to a beggar who was mumbling through the streets. There's no escaping from his snowy white dream. He was born feeling lonesome on me and me. Now I'm down in this valley where the wheels turn so low. At dawn I pray to the Lord of my soul. I pray, dear Lord, to ride by me. You know I'm tired of being lonesome on me and me. You're the lady.
Travis Tritt and his rendition of Lonesome Henri and Me, paying tribute to Waylon Jennings, me paying tribute to my dad on this edition of First Cup. And hope you enjoyed that tune. And boy, brings back a lot of memories, a lot of great memories. And normally I'm not a big fan of music videos, but I caught the tail end of that video on YouTube. And of course, this was released about a year after Waylon Jennings had died. In February of 2002, and the end of the video shows Waylon Jennings' bus driving off like it's coming out of a concert, and I thought that was a very fitting tribute, very moving, and Travis Tritt did a really good job on that. And well, anyway, let's find out what's on TV this weekend. Okay, all right. And taking a look at the TV guide for the weekend. By the way, as you probably know, all the times mentioned are Eastern, so please adjust accordingly. The 2013 MLB Playoffs NLCS game, number 1, Los Angeles at St. Louis, is on today on TBS. Cable 1, do you hear that? I know it's Turner Broadcasting's problem, and that we don't have TBS, TNT, Turner Classic Movies, CNN, HLN, Cartoon Network, and I'm forgetting the other one. But get it back! I miss my Married with Children morning fixes and Big Bang Theory marathons. The 2013 NASCAR Nationwide Series Dollar General 300 from Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina is tonight at 7:30 on ESPN2. Gold Rush Season 5 premiere at 8 o'clock tonight on the Discovery Channel. And Bridezilla's series finale at 9 o'clock on WE. Oh, damn, I don't want to miss that. And that's what's on the TV for tonight. Coming up this weekend, tomorrow it's Old Farmer's Day. And Saturday Night Live, hosted by Bruce Willis with musical guest Katy Perry. And on Sunday, it's Naval Birthday. This Navy-wide celebration was started in 1972 to recognize the authorization of the Continental Navy on that date in 1775. And Sunday is also International Skeptics Day. Well, I doubt it, but that's what a bunch of skeptics are saying anyway. And coming up Sunday night on TV, America's Funniest Home Videos Season 24 premiere at 7 o'clock on ABC. The Walking Dead series Season 4 premiere at 9 o'clock on AMC. And following that will be the Talking Dead Season 3 premiere at 10 o'clock, also on AMC. That's what's coming up this weekend. All right. Well, we're near the end of the program for today. And before I do the sign-off and thank everybody, have a tribute coming up in just a moment. And normally this is about the part where I get ready to play the Enterprise close, then the Knight Rider close, and then my close, which is a Beatles song, of course. But coming up in just a little bit after I do my thank yous and all that, I will have a tribute to my dad, okay? So that's coming up in just a few seconds. First of all, though, I wish to thank my many sponsors for this program, which includes my dear friend Chris in Brookfield, Missouri, with Wishing Stars Native Creations. That's Wishing Stars Native Creations. That's where you can get great, authentic Native American jewelry at very reasonable and affordable prices, okay? One-of-a-kind piece items. Check her out today. Wishing Stars Native Creations. Go to the Friends page on my Facebook page, or rather my website, tinyurl.com/Gunther's House, or tinyurl.com/Gunther Mobile. Go to my Friends page and then click on Wishing Stars Native Creations, or the direct link. Go to facebook.com/Wishing Stars Native Creations. Also, want to thank the good folks at Spreaker.com for providing the bandwidth and recording facilities and software to produce this program. Spreaker.com. Spreaker, be heard. Okay? And let's see, who else do I have on my list here? I'm loading some stuff in advance here, so bear with me. Lycos.com for hosting my website, joehaffneronline.com. Again, you can get to it by tinyurl.com/Gunther's House or /Gunther Mobile. The former being on your Android, or rather on your personal computer, your Mac, your Linux, or tablet computer, and the latter on your Android phone, iOS phone, or on your Windows phone. And to the folks at Stitcher.com for allowing me to promote this program and other programs that I produce on the Gunther's House of Friends network. Stitcher.com. Download the apps and listen to previous episodes of my shows. And you can drop me an email at gunthershouseoffriends@gmail.com. That's gunthershouseoffriends@gmail.com. Or call me on Skype at G800-486-8437. That's G800-486-8437. An easy way to remember that is G800-GUNTHER. Just spell it out on your telephone and then translate it over to Skype. Again, that's G800-486-8437, and you can leave a message that way. All right? It is as simple as that. Okay. Now, it's dedication time, my friends. And for those of you that don't know, my dad served in the United States Army from 1962 to 1965. In the last 2 years of his service in the Army, from 64 to 65, my dad was a member of the Special Forces in the 7th Cavalry Division. The same league as Below Bighorn. General George Armstrong Custer, part of that regiment. An offshoot of that later on, nearly 90 years later. And to pay tribute to my dad for his service in the military, and to all those that serve in the military, especially in the Special Forces in the United States Army, I have for you a instrumental ballad of the Ballad of the Green Berets by Sergeant Barry Sadler, who wrote this beautiful piece back in the mid-'60s. And I'm going to play it for you right now, and then I'm going to have a moment of silence so that you can think about someone that you loved who died too soon because of cancer or various other ailments, but namely cancer. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll have my standard close. Okay? Remember, friends, no one ever said life was